Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो हमारी राय, nothing to do
अभी बाद में देना,
but to go.
अभी रख दो।
देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। One of the most important aspect of our life, let it be material or spiritual, in both the fields, the most important aspect is the time factor. When we do any job, that job is from morning 9 to evening 4 o'clock time. The lecture is for 1 hour time. Everything is limited by time. And we all have limited time at our disposal in this world. Spiritual life is how can we invoke the infinite potentiality that every one of us has within the limited time. Potentiality is infinite, but the time is limited. If we are able to sort out this equation perfectly, we are leading spiritual life. Our condition is we go to retreats and there by mistake we get inspired. No, I should start. Get up early morning, do meditation. Go home. Next day, early morning happens, and you out of sleep also. But then the mind comes to your help. Come on, these people have nothing to do. Simply get up early in the morning. Is it that Paramatma is not available in the afternoon? He is available every time. Early morning, wasting time. Let us sleep. And then, as usual, we wake up at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. And then, oh God, today also I could not wake up on time. You repeat it 2, 3 times. Conclusion is, I don't think I can do this. Friends, those who come to this conclusion, I don't think I can do this, they have reached a limit of fall in their life. What is the limit of fall? Lack of self confidence. We have done it, nobody did it for us. We have decided, I'll get up early in the morning. You come out of the sleep, but then don't continue. Once, twice, thrice. See? It is on. See, sometimes when I talk, you have to move your ears, then you can hear it. So, when we are thus not respecting, be attentive. When we are thus not respecting time, now how we did not respect the time? We have decided we'll get up in the morning, but we did not act. Decision is knowledge, and it must be respected in our own action. When knowledge and action, they are mutually supportive, that phenomena in our system is called as self confidence. See, we have to respect time. Whether others are doing is not our concern. We must be perfect in time. See, there are some people, they are perfectly late, everything, everywhere. Therefore, here this principle is one of the important spiritual practice. लय विक्षेपयोः सन्धौ मनस्तत्र निरामिषं ससन्धि साधितो येन स मुक्तो नात्र संशयः. He is already liberated, no doubt about it. Who? Sandhi is the word. Sandhi means junction. You know, these joint pains are called in Ayurveda as Sandhivat, the junctions. There are three important junctions with reference to time. First is called as Pratah Sandhya. Second is called as the Madhyana Sandhya. Third is called as the Sayam Sandhya. Sandhi means junction. The stars are still in the sky. The sunrise has not yet happened, but just on the verge of the dawn breaking, that time is called as Pratah Sandhya. The sun is right on the top, your head is below your feet. That is the Madhyana Sandhya. The evening is slowly merging in the darkness, but the darkness has not yet started. That is the Sayam Sandhya. Now, these three Sandhis are extremely important for every spiritual practice. Other meaning of the word Sandhi, Sandhi is opportunity. Somebody was sitting inside the room and a knock came on the door two, three times. Tack, 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 tack. The person inside did not open the door. Again, second time, tack, 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 tack. Finally, the third time, the person who was knocking said, I am opportunity. The reply came, opportunity never knocks twice. We have to honor this sandhi in our life. So you cannot change the time. So Prata Sandhya, morning Sandhya, morning also I told you, whole night if we were in good sleep, we were nobody. Before we become anybody, complete your spiritual practice. Nobody can help you. We get up in the morning and start barking, shouting. No, that is the most auspicious time. About this, I'll tell you one of my experience. I was in Badrinath many years before, maybe 91 or 90, 1990. In the morning at 4 o'clock, as usual, I used to get up, and my friend, he was also a great Swami, and I used to go to his room and we used to sit together. He was following the path of Kundalini, and I know nothing about Kundalini. So we used to sit together. He used to continue sometime longer. Sometime I sit for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, sometime half an hour. One day he continued sitting, and I sat for 10 minutes or so, and I got up. Then I was preparing something, tea or coffee or something like that. So he also got up and he came from backside, very small place to work. And from backside, he hailed me. He was a Bengali. He asked me, Mashai, Mashai, uh, what makes the meditation happen? So I told him, खुदा मेहरबान तो गधा पहलवान. Spiritual attainment is possible as a result of the God's grace. And God's grace will not come on any Tom, Dick, and Harry. Our logic is like this: one useless student failed, and his friend, he was declared pass. And his friend was declared pass because university gave some grace marks, so he could pass. So this failure fellow went to court. University is biased, presented his case. Just said, okay, tell the details about your friend who was declared pass. He said, see, sir, we require 50% marks to pass. My friend got 47%. University gave 3% grace marks and he was declared pass. Very good, you have prepared very well your case. Now tell about you. Sir, I got 3% marks. Why university did not give me? University can give you if you have got 47% marks. But what goes from the pocket of the university to give 47 marks? See, God's grace comes only on those who deserve. See, friends, therefore, when we are practicing spiritual life, that virus, I am doing meditation, I am a spiritual person, I am a goody goody, I don't eat non vegetarian, I get up early in the morning. Such a poisonous virus. To remove that, our teachers tell us that if we are walking the spiritual path properly, by God's grace, ईश्वरानुग्रहादेव पुंसाम अद्वैत वासना महद भय परित्राणाद विप्राणाम उपजायते. Therefore, Sandhi is opportunity. We all have got this opportunity that we are born healthy in good families. We have no worries about food and shelter. Everything is fine. We are not really living on the roadside. Everything is fine. Now, what next we want? This is the time, Sandhi. Now or never. I read one story, very beautiful story. One man, blind man, happened to be in a deep well. In Rajasthan, if you go, there now also you come across some wells wherein you can get down to the well by the steps all around. So he happened to go down into that. How he went is not problem. And there was no water in that. And he has to come up. But he was blind. He can't see where from is the exit. So somebody from above, God, told, touch your hand to the wall and keep on walking. Wherever there will be a niche or a ditch, you enter, that is the exit. Okay, God's grace. He started walking. And when he approached that door exit, that time he had a khujli to his nose and kept walking. And during that period, that particular wall where the gate was, there he passed. And again, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shayanam. Khujli makes us remain in this world. See, friends, this is the last opportunity for us to get out of this well. how important it is. Sandhi, opportunity. So now let us, when you start your day early in the morning, my friend told me, I was telling you about it. Do you know, Maharaj, why we are told to do our japa, meditation, bhajan, whatever you call, early in the morning? I said, I don't know, I just do it. He said, no, there is a reason. I said, please tell me. You know what he told? I was so shocked. He said, in the morning, Brahma Muhurta time, all the Siddha Mahatmas, they are moving in the whole world. And wherever there is a seeker who is sincerely putting efforts, they go and help him directly, indirectly. See, many times you must have experienced this. Sometimes, for no reason, you are so much pleased and calm and quiet. No reason. You are surprised. How come? What happened today? Once in a blue moon, of course. Normally, the same thing. Always complaining. I don't know whose face I have seen. A whole day was useless. Wife watch. How many times I told you, don't do shaving early in the morning. You have seen your own face. Therefore, the condition. Therefore, friends, Sandhi, morning, noon, evening. Evening time is normally a time when we go the wrong way. Whole day we are busy. We have done our job. Come back home in the evening. Club, evening show, parties, drinks, and whole night keep on watching all horror movies. And then at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, go to sleep. Thereafter, will Bhagwan come in your dream? Therefore, these three times, they are so important in our life. So, Laya Vikshepayoho Sandhav. This was external Sandhi, joint. Now come within. Laya, thought has died. Again, the next thought has come. Again, that thought has died. Again, the next thought has come. Vikshepa means birth of a thought. Laya means death of the thought. Laya Vikshepayoho Sandhav. Sandhi, the junction between the two thoughts. One thought is thoughted and the second thoughting has not started. Don't go for English. Understand. One thought is over, but the next thought has not yet begun. That sandhi, laya vikshepayoho sandhav, tatra, in that gap, tatra manaha niramisham. There the mind is contentless. See, for example, Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram. Between the two Sri Ram, there was an absence of the sound Sri Ram. So in the first Sri Ram thought, the content was Sri Ram. Second thought, content was Sri Ram. In between, no content. Contentless mind, thought free mind is consciousness. Water with shape is ice. Ice without shape is water. Knowledge with thoughts is mind. Mind without thought is consciousness or knowledge. Therefore, if you remember, we told you this very potent spiritual practice. Sounds are produced in two ways. We produce sound and we hear sounds. And that causes disturbance. So, first step, don't talk to yourself, meaning don't produce sounds. If you practice this for 1 minute, 50% you have conquered. You are not producing sounds. Very good. Now, second thing, listen to sounds, listen to silence, not sounds. Listen to silence. How to listen? Don't get disturbed by any sound. These two things together. Don't talk to yourself, listen to silence. This is our natural state. When we talk, efforts are involved. When we listen to sounds, efforts are involved. When we don't talk, efforts are not involved. When we don't get disturbed by the sounds, efforts are not involved. Effortlessness is our natural state. When without efforts I can see everybody, then my vision is normal, natural. But if I have to have thick glasses, if I remove the glasses, I can't see. Then I have to put efforts. It is unnatural. Therefore, Samukta Natra Samshaya, he is liberated. Who is he? He whose life is effortless. Our life is full of struggle of efforts. See, this example I have given in many of my talks. One elderly German lady, she asked me this question in UK. I want to be like you, Swamiji. Relax. How can I be? I say, you cannot be like me. Why? I say, your life is a struggle. You want to prove something to somebody. Don't struggle. We don't have to prove anything to anybody in this world. Be yourself, but holier than them. I don't like this. I'm not like others, going to the movies with everybody. I go alone. These holier than thou characters are dangerous. See, don't try to prove anything to anybody in this world. Be yourself, relax. See, friends, when we practice this, and the second thing, we don't have to justify anything to anybody in this world. Whenever we justify, we are guilty. Understand the secrets of mind. Therefore, laya vikshepayoho sandhau manastatra niramisham. How laya vikshepa, how the agitations come in the mind when we react to every sensation. Every perception is followed by reaction. Stop reacting. Lay vikshepayo sando manastatra niramisham. Why we react? Because we have given some kind of importance or value to something or the other. We have to stop it. The world is like this. Then, sasandhi sadhito yena. He who is thus able to maintain thought free status of the mind. Presently, our condition is 1 million thoughts per second. Reduce it. How to reduce? We'll come across japa sadhana. So, sandhi sadhito yena samukta natra samshaya. Therefore, what is liberation? Liberation is don't get unnecessarily involved in this world with anybody on any issue. When this is practiced again and again, then you will see by default you will remain calm and quiet. Presently, by default, we are agitated. Inside, it is a poultry farm. Have you gone to any poultry farm? Just imagine, once I did this experiment somewhere, you slowly, without any disturbance, get into the poultry farm, that big thing, and stand quiet. Birds are birds. They'll be moving. They see something new. They'll come and peck on your foot. The moment it pecks, oh, you'll get disturbed. The whole bird will go, 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 go. Exactly this is what happens inside. Keep cool, no agitation. There is a friend of mine, husband, wife, and they had a son. They have a son. That time they were in Sydney and the son was 7 years. Husband, wife means was non-stop fighting. They are the legal fighting partners, constantly fighting. And a small little child. One day it became too much. He went in between the two. Guys, cool. Enough, enough. How long are you going to fight? Like kids? The child is telling. See? And elders are parents, educated. Both were softies. See? And hardly at peace with each other. Keep cool, man. Keep cool. Now, for that, a technique is given. The technique is that of the japa sadhana. Bhagavad says in Bhagavad Gita, Yajnanam japa yajñosmi. The highest spiritual practice is japa sadhana. Now, this we have to learn. सर्वत्र प्राणिनां देहे जपो भवति सर्वदा हमसः सोहम इति ज्ञात्वा सर्वबन्धैः प्रमुच्यते. This is very, very important thing to understand. First of all, thoughts are not problem. Yoga people will unnecessarily tell you, chitta vritti nirodha. Don't get lost in that. Because my eyes see the things, therefore I close my eyes. Because I hear things, therefore I plug my ears. Because the mind thinks, therefore I take the drinks and stun the mind. No, no, that is not spiritual life. Thoughts have to come in the mind. Where will they will come? See? Then what? Now be attentive. Thoughts are not any problem. Problems are a thought flow is a problem. First, this we have to learn. See, we were in Rishikesh last time. It was the rivers were in flood, tremendous flow. And if you put anything in that water in Ganges, it will be taken away. It was not taken away by the waters, it was taken away by the flow of water. Exactly the same way, thoughts do not create problem for us. The thought flow creates problem for us. See? And this thought flow happens when the thought is about something which is finite. See? In the morning you get up, a thought comes. A nice cup of tea will be better. Thought, no problem. Second thought, where will be it available? Second thought, let me try somewhere. Third thought, I think in the kitchen it may be available. You go to the kitchen, it is locked. Oh God, why they lock the kitchen? One thought is breeding the next thought. Be attentive. Whenever thought breeding happens, thought flow is created, and we get carried away by the thought because the theme was finite, a cup of tea. Now make the theme infinite. And what is infinite? Bhagavan. Take the Lord's name. Sri Ram. Complete in itself. This will not breed next thought. And if you again feel that some thought is likely to erupt, again fire. Sri Ram. In short, by the thoughts, we arrest the flow of thoughts. Like the um, disease is a foreign body in our system. That foreign body is removed by introduction of another foreign body called as medicine. So the medicine will take away the earlier foreign body and both of them will be thrown away. Exactly the same way. The worldly thoughts are the foreign body in the mind. Medicine is Lord's name. Net result, because it is the infinite one, no second thought will be born. And for every medicine, there is a dose. You have to take 3 times a day, 2 times a day, for so many months or lifelong. If you are a sweet person, take lifelong injections. See, you have to take it. Exactly the same way. When we thus keep on chanting Lord's name. But here also problem comes. What is the problem? We do chanting Lord's name as a punishment. See? Take the mala and then Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Ram. It is not a punishment, man. See? And our this way of doing the things make us more miserable. Therefore, now be attentive. Last mantra was Sasandhi Sadhito Yena. Now we have to work on creating the Sandhi, opportunity. So there are two ways of chanting Lord's name. One way is take the mala in the hand and do whatever niyam is given to you by your guru, complete that. Otherwise, that will create disturbance. Suppose you are told do mala, finish them, whichever way you are doing. Thereafter, sit really for your spiritual practice. Then, now train the mind. No dissimilar thought is allowed to enter when you are chanting the Lord's name. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Only three times. And during this three time chanting, no other thought should intercept in between. After this is done, keep quiet. Extend the sandhi, extend the gap. And again, if you feel some thought is likely to come, again fire three times. Slowly, slowly increase the frequency. Instead of three, now five times we chant. In five times chanting, no dissimilar thought comes. Then we make it 10 times. Slowly, a stage comes in one's life when you just start Om Namah Shivaya, mind dissolves in consciousness. Be attentive. When mind dissolves in consciousness, you are sitting comfortably, eyes open, closed, doesn't matter. Everything is seen, everything is heard, but nothing disturbs you. Because the mind has gained now that status wherein only perceptions are happening, but projections are not happening. Projection-less mind is consciousness. Such a mind is like a mirror. And to attain the ultimate effortlessness and merging in the absolute, what is said is when we were in our mother's womb, the first sound that any embryo hears is the rhythm of the heartbeat of the mother. First sound. And therefore, when the children are crying in the childhood, what the mothers do? They keep the child in their lap and they create a rhythm. The child thinks, I'll keep quiet, but you keep quiet. Rhythm. So, catch rhythm in life. Gross rhythm is mala in the hand. When the bead is pulled towards yourself, Om Namah Shivaya. By mouth, Om Namah Shivaya. That same time, pull the bead towards yourself. So, speech, hand, and mind should be fully in that. So, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Be very attentive. And when you are chanting, please hear yourself. Don't do it in your mind. Listen. When you chant and you listen, chanting is karmendriya, listening is jnanendriya. So when Kriya Shakti and Jnana Shakti, they merge, that is pure consciousness. Therefore, chant Lord's name, Om Namah Shivaya, consciously hearing ourselves, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Your mind will not run here and there. But normally what we do, the mala is in the hand. कितनी बार बताया था यार जल्दी जल्दी आया करो आते नहीं no 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 no, that is the wrong way. See, this is one rhythm we have to catch. Second rhythm is actually, I wanted to do the japa, but my rosary mala broke. What to do? We can find out many excuses. Therefore, Bhagwan has given us five fingers, and there are lines on that. So start chanting. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. See, a full round has happened if you have watched my fingers. We started from here. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Complete circle. Slowly, slowly, discover some kind of rhythm. And the best rhythm. Now, this you will do wrong, although I am telling you right. See how. Synchronize Lord's name with your breathing. Breathe in Hari, breathe out Om. Breathe in Hari, breathe out Om. Do it for next 2 minutes. Stop. You know what you are doing? You are not chanting to synchronize with the breathing. You are synchronizing your breathing with the chanting. Breathing is a natural process. In breathing, I am breathing. This bhav, I am breathing, this effort doesn't come. So, with the effortless breathing, when the name is synchronized, then our mind also learns how effortlessly we can withdraw from the world and be with the truth. So, first of all, just be aware. I am not telling you, look at the breathing. No, just be aware. Breathing is happening. It doesn't matter how it is happening. And once you are stabilized, then you are aware breathing is happening. You are not doing breathing. Then, with that, slowly introduce Hari, Om, Hari, Om, Om. When the mind is thus able to be effortlessly synchronized with the breathing, again the same thing, breathing is Kriya Shakti and chanting the name is the Jnana Shakti. Again, the consciousness comes back to its condition. This is the meaning of the Soham mantra. Saha Paramatma Aham I am. See? Hamsassoham iti jnatva sarvabandhe pramuchyate. When this mantra is done in this manner, systematically, carefully, slowly, slowly, mind starts getting dissolved. Like when we put the ice in the waters, it doesn't make any noise to merge in the waters. It dissolves its own rhythm, slowly, slowly it dissolves. There is no hurry. You don't have to boil the water, no need. It will take its own time. Therefore, हम सस्सोहम इति ज्ञात्वा, ज्ञात्वा, not krutva. We don't have to do anything. More and more attention is on this process. See? So, aham asmi, I am that, aham brahmasmi. Because we have to talk, we use the word soham, aham, hamsa. But you don't have to talk it. See, we have seen Pratasmarami, Devasya Savitur Bhargatmanaha. Morning we begin. Not as a mother, father, husband, wife, but begin. Being divine means what? Then you get all what I am telling you, that thoughts require a reference point. Without a reference point, thoughts cannot come. And when the reference point is Paramatma or infinite or infinite or Brahman, mind cannot comprehend the infinite. Mind dissolves in the infinite. Hamsassohaviti jnatva sarvabandhi pramuchyate. Therefore, iti jnatva sarvabandhi. What is the bondage? Bondage is I versus you. Bondage is I am unfortunate. Papoham papakarmaham. Bondage is if I do not do this thing, I will get the sin. This baby type of spirituality should be dropped. See, remain more and more in this awareness. And this is possible for every one of us when we become aware of this. In one this Maha Kumbh Mela, I was in Prayagraj staying with the Gita Press compound. And there is to be one very elderly person. He was the principal of Sampurnananda Sanskrit University College. Very nice person. All the time mala in his hand and chanting. Evening we used to have satsang and he used to speak on Bhagavad, so beautiful, so wonderful. One day he asked me, you are not doing any japa? No, I said, not regularly. See, I do every day, you should do it. I said, okay, I'll do it. Then, where is your mala? I said, I don't have mala. Why? I kept quiet. Then I asked him, sir, uh, how to do the japa? So he told, take the mala in hand, like I am doing. Now, I said, you are enjoying it or you are compulsorily doing it? And suppose you are not able to do for any reason, do you feel guilty about it? He said, yes. For everything I do mala. Suppose I become angry, then I say, I'll do 10 more malas. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Anger with Om Namah Shivaya. What is the use of that? Then I said, I do mala in a different way. And this technique I told him. I said, I do the mala or chant Lord's name like eating a chocolate. How do we eat the chocolate? put the chocolate in the mouth and take a glass of water? No. Park it in a parking lot. And then for an hour it goes on. Exactly the same way. Chant the Lord's name. That Rama Rasa should happen to us. Not a mechanical chanting. And therefore, every time you chant, we don't have any hurry. We don't have to give any account to anybody. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Each and every word permeates in and through the whole body. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. When consciously in this manner, slowly, like chocolate, we taste every time we suck the juice, like that. And if we are practicing it, I tell you, friends, anger as our character will disappear. Dullness as our character will disappear. I don't understand. This will disappear. You'll remain ever effortless. As much effortless as much a healthy person doesn't require any efforts to breathe. A person who has um, asthma, how much efforts he has to put? But a person with a natural breathing, no efforts, even we don't remember that we are breathing. That effortlessness, prayatna shaitilya. And wherever there is effortlessness, there is spontaneity. Spontaneity is an expression of divinity. Eyes closed, nothing is seen. Eyes open, everything is seen in a fraction of a moment. But if there is a cataract, कौन है कौन है abnormal. See, therefore, हम सत्सोहमिति ज्ञात्वा सर्वबन्धै प्रमुच्यते. Now we have discovered that what I have been searching in my whole life is bliss. But it was a wrongly placed search. I was going out. Discover you are the source of all happiness. If you are happy, the whole world is beautiful. The purpose of studying the scriptures is only this. You know, in Ishavasya Upanishad, the first mantra, Om Ishavasyamidam Sarvam Yatkincha Jagatyam Jagat Tena Tyaktena Bhunjitha Ma Grudakasya Siddhanam. The first statement is the vision is given to us. See, we have to learn this. Vision you change, everything changes. So, what the vision is given by the scripture, that the whole world is nothing but Paramatma. When this is the vision, our interaction will change. When our interactions change, the experiences will change. Then our life will be relaxed and cheerful. See? But if our vision is wrong, papoham, papakarmaham, I am unfortunate, I am frustrated, we'll suffer throughout life. See, friends, therefore, Hamsa soham iti jnatva. Begin your day with this positive thing. We are the expression of divinity. Let the divinity express through us in full glow. Like Bhagwan forgives everybody. No more vengeance, no more teaching anybody, no more advising somebody. Accept the world as it is. The net result, we will be at peace. Sarva bandhai pramuchate. Then we are liberated from all the bondage that we have created in our life because of the wrong understanding. Now, one more important thing about the japa. This is according to the Shiva Sutra. See, there it is said, mantra chaitanyam. This is the sutra. Now be attentive. I am talking to you by Vaikhari Vani. Vaikhari Vani is Parashruti Gochar. Others are able to hear me. Second is, I talk to myself. Others can't hear. That is Madhyama Vani. In these two stages of the speech, first stage, Vaikhari Vani is operating in the waking state. Madhyama Vani is operating in the dream state. So first, we chant the Lord's name with our Vaikhari Vani. And the purpose is twofold. Number one, when we are chanting the Lord's name with the Vaikhari Vani, our Vani becomes purified. See, I'll tell you one example, and the same thing recently came. There is some professor, he has proved, and he has opened an institution also to this effect. There is a friend of mine in Ahmedabad, Patel. He invited me to his house. He said, Swamiji, my sister-in-law wants to talk to you something. I said, I must start. So instead of talking, she started crying. Then she could not hold herself. So my friend told, Amma, you go inside, I'll talk to Swamiji. And then he said, her son is in class 9 or so, but he can't talk properly. He is unable to talk. Therefore, he has got inferiority complex. He is keeping himself away because he can't talk properly. Although he wants, but he can't talk. Therefore, she is crying. I said, call the child. That boy came. Very nice boy. I said, hey, I am chanting Vishnu Sahasranam. Repeat after me. Don't argue. And I started. Om Vishnave Namaha. Om Vashatkaraya Namaha. When he was slowly chanting, I said, chant loudly. After chanting 15, 20 of them, I said, now you have to chant every day, twice, morning and evening. Play on the cassette or whatever media, and along with that, chant sincerely. He did it. Within a period of 6 months or so, when he became perfect in talking expression, again next year when I went to Ahmedabad, he came on a motorcycle. 10th standard student came in a motorcycle. Could you believe how he spoke to me? Hi, Swamiji. He who was not able to open his mouth. See, Sanskrit is not an average language. Therefore, when you chant these mantras, your speech becomes perfect. Your understanding becomes easy. And therefore, by chanting the mantra, first purify your Vaikhari Vani and mature your Vaikhari Vani. Purification will remove the impurities, and perfection will explain words with meaning. We will not be short of words. Right word will pop up at the right time. Sanskrit is not just a casual language. When you thus do the japa with your Vaikari Vani is purified and perfected, then the japa migrates from the Vaikari Vani comes to the Madhyama Vani. Then without efforts your chanting of the Lord's name continues without efforts. In the breathing it will continue. No efforts. And when the Lord's name is continuously going on, then unwanted thoughts, worries, they have no place. When these two things happen, then up to here is our all sincere practice abhyasa. When the Vaikari and the Madhyama Vani, when they become perfected and purified, then the speech migrates down to the Pashyanti Vani. Pashyanti Vani is that speech where word and the meaning of the word, they are not yet differentiated. In Vaikari Vani, the word and the object indicating the word, they are differentiated. Mic is an object and mic, the name in my mouth. They are separate in the waking state. In Madhyama Vani, the word and the object indicating the word, both are thoughts. We go on imagining, if I go from here, I'll catch a flight and blah 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 blah. So everything is only thought form. That is the Madhyama Vani. And when we go to Pashyanti Vani, where the thought and the object indicated by the thought, they are not yet differentiated. They are ready to differentiate, but not yet differentiated. Like if you take the chickpea and put it overnight in the water, next day it is swollen. So it is ready to germinate, but not germinated. Pashyanti Vani is that state of the mind. All the great masters live in Pashyanti Vani. Therefore, whatever they say, it happens. When we say nothing happens, children don't listen to me. See, up to here is our effort. Hereafter, the Lord takes over. Therefore, mantra we started from Vaikari and ultimately mantra Chaitanya. See? Chaitanya expresses as Chetana, Chetana expresses as Paravani, Paravani expresses as Pashyanti Vani, Pashyanti expresses as Madhyama, and Madhyama expresses as Vaikari, like a telescopic extension. And therefore, lesser we talk, we conserve our energy. Unwanted gossiping, shouting, discussions, arguments, reduce that, then the meaning of this thing becomes very easy. Tarpane swasukhe naiva swendriyanam pratarpanam manasa mana alokya swayam atma prakashate. Now this mantra, fulfillment, tarpanam is trupti. Trupti means enough, alam bhavaha. See? Like you are hungry and you get the food of your choice. Exactly. When you take that food at the right time, right kind of food you eat, aha, ananda, trupti. Like that, the fulfillment in life is possible. And how that is possible, this is said in the 11th mantra. We'll see it in our tomorrow's class. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम.